All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We have hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel. Thank you, everybody, for giving us that milestone and showing us love and support. We're going to give away $1,000 in cash, but we are going to do that on Super Bowl Sunday. So the drawing or the wheel spin will be done on Super Bowl Sunday. We'll have a live show at halftime. And in order to win, you must be present in the live to win that $1,000 in cash. To enter this contest for the $1,000, you have to subscribe to the channel. You have to like every video that you see. I can't hold you to that. We're going to go on the honor system. I trust you guys. The second thing is you have to comment llama in the comment section. You have to comment llama in the comment section. That could be on any of our videos up until the Super Bowl. All you have to do, again, comment llama on any of the videos. I would really appreciate it if you guys would only do it one time so we don't have to go through all the repeats. But we also have another subscriber goal, 12,000 subs. We are going to give away a couple tickets to your choice of NBA, NFL, NCAA football games. Doesn't have to be in season. We can wait and send you guys later on the season. Again, thank you guys so very much for getting us to 10,000 subscribers. We are very happy with what we have built, but we know this year is going to be even better than last year. We hope to see you guys along for the journey because we know this is only the beginning. Trey, enough said. Let's get into this video. All right, guys, let's get some NCAA basketball picks and props for Tuesday, January 9th slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Have you start us off?
Yeah, just practicing my karate over here. But I gave out Maryland Eastern Shore on the money line versus Coppin State. Whenever we were recording, they were -1.5. Tip-off is about to go off, and now they're -3. So makes me feel a little bit more confident fading the team that has all of 2 wins this year. Coppin State, more like Crappin State. Oh, I just thought of that. That's good.
Jesus. I had Alabama A&M going up against Mississippi Valley State, -7.5 as the play. Got a lot of heat in the comment section for not backing Mississippi Valley State, a team who hasn't won a game in 2 years. So hopefully that game turns out in Alabama A&M's favor of 8 points or more. Trey, let's take a look at the plays for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm getting some deja vu here talking about some action, but I'm going with Northern Illinois going up against Western Michigan here. And this is going to be a fun game to watch. Northern Illinois, they come this game with a 6-8 record. They're also 5-7 ATS, but the Huskies, they are 2-5 on the road this season. And we all know I just bet against them last week against Akron, and Akron, they cashed for us very easily. And Western Michigan, they come this game with a 5-9 record, but they are 7-6 ATS. The Broncos, they are not overly dominant at home. They have a 1-4 home record, but I'm going to be back in the home team here in this game. Give me Western Michigan. I'm going to buy a half point, and I'm going to take them at +1.5. If you want to take them on the money line at plus money, I love it, but I'm just going to take the 1.5 just in case something crazy happens, because these two teams, they could not be coming into this game with any different momentum. And the Huskies in Northern Illinois, they are losers of 4 games in a row, and they lost those 4 games by an average score of 83-64. So losing by an average of 19 points per game over that span, that is no bueno. And the Broncos of Western Michigan, they come this game winners of 3 games in a row, and they have dominated in those games. They won those 3 games by an average score of 97-74. So one team, they're averaging 97 points per game, and the other, they're averaging 64 points per game over their streaks. And the one that's almost averaging 100 is also the home team. That's all I need to know here. Give me Western Michigan here, +1.5 versus Northern Illinois.
Yeah, Trey, love the play there. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at Colorado State going up against Boise State. Colorado State, they've been fantastic this season, but I'm going to take the home dog, Boise State, +1.5 as the play. Colorado State, they only have 2 losses on the season, and one of those losses came in their last game as a 2-point underdog on the road against Utah State. It looks awfully similar here going up against Boise State as a 1.5-point underdog on the road. I'm going with Boise here, not just because they're at home, not because they're a home dog, but because at home they haven't lost on the season. I'm also going with Boise State because they can put up a ton of points, scoring 76 points per game on the year so far. At home, they have scored 85-plus points in 3 consecutive games, and I think that's going to continue in this one against Colorado State. Colorado State, though, they can also score a ton of points, 83 per game. So we're going to take the over as well, 146 in this matchup. Boise State, they're playing great basketball right now, scoring 78-plus points in 4 of the last 5 games. Colorado State, though, on the road, they were tested in their last game. They failed that test. I'm going to take Boise State to win this game, but to be safe, I'm going to take the +1.5 and the over 146 as the 2 plays. Trey, let's go to the player props. How do you start us off?
Yeah, Bear, and it's kind of reminiscent of our NBA player prop video, but this one's not our fault. No. I gave out Shahada Wells over his points versus Northwestern State. I couldn't find it anywhere. In fact, it looks like they only dropped out 1 player prop today on a game that wasn't even bigger than the prop that I gave out. So very mysterious, but I gave out Shahada Wells over his points. Couldn't find it, so 0-0.
Yeah, 0-0 as well. I mean, I looked everywhere. PrizePicks, DraftKings, FanDuel. Nobody had player props out for anybody besides one on PrizePicks. I had Xander Rice of Monmouth to go over his points, but an 0-0 day because we can't play it. Trey, let's look at the plays for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys. Bear didn't talk about this guy in his game pick, but this is going to be the guy driving the over, and hopefully not the guy that's going to make him not cash his bet with Boise State. But I'm going with Isaiah Stevens to go over his points versus Boise State. I really love Stevens to dominate in this game. He's going to leave his mark early and often versus the Broncos. That's because he is this heart and soul of this Rams offense, one of the most high-powered offenses in college basketball. And Stevens, he comes this game averaging 17.6 points per game, which is just outside the top 100 in college basketball. And whenever we look at this matchup versus Boise State, it just makes me actually really love this bet. That's because Stevens, he really loves playing against the Broncos. In his 2 games versus them last season, Stevens, he averaged 18 points per game. And I expect him to score 20 plus here because that is what he does on the road so far this season. Stevens, he comes this game averaging 20.4 points per game on the road. He's going to leave his mark here in this game, but hopefully not enough for Bear not to cash his bet. But give me Isaiah Stevens to go over his points versus Boise State.
Yeah, I do like the play. He's an absolute stud there. For my player prop today, I'm going to take Ray J. Dennis to go over his assists going up against BYU. Should be a really good game. I've given out Ray J. Dennis a couple times this season. He hasn't disappointed so far. Usually I would give out his points, but I really like the assists in this game because everybody on the floor can score for Baylor, including Dennis. But Dennis has been the go-to guy for the assists. Baylor as a team, they're only collecting 16 dimes per game, but Dennis accounts for 6.2 of those per game. In the starting lineup, the second most assists in that starting lineup for the Baylor Bears has 1.6 dimes per game on average. So whenever that starting lineup's together, Ray J. Dennis is on the other side of the assists. Baylor scores nearly 90 points per game, so he should be able to pick up some more assists in this game, as it should be a close one between the Baylor Bears and BYU. Only a 3-point spread in this game. Should be tight the entire way through. Should get full rotation minutes. I like Ray J. Dennis to go over his assists as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I went with Western Michigan here. I changed it to plus 1.5. If you still love the money line, you can do it with them. But I'd be foolish just to not take the point just in case something wild happens. Still want to cash my bet. What are we talking about? I'm also going with Isaiah Stevens to go over his points versus Boise State. The guy's a stud. The Boise State versus Colorado State game is going to be contentious and high scoring. So I expect Isaiah Stevens to be leading that charge.
Yep, and I'm going with Boise State, the home dog, plus 1.5 against Colorado State. Should be a great game. Should be a lot of points scored. So I'm going to go with the over 145.5 as well. And then Ray J. Dennis over his assists. I could have easily taken his points. He's scoring like 14.5 points per game, but I like the assists. He's the only assist man that the Baylor Bears have, so I like him to go over that number against BYU. Guys, that's going to do it for the NCAA basketball plays and props for Tuesday, January 9th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,